Today we are going to be going over the November 2023 market summary for Pulaski County, Kentucky. Hey, I'm Matt Fouch. I am a local real estate professional with Keller Williams Commonwealth. I'm based right here in the Lake Cumberland area. If you are looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, you can call or text me at 859-409-8369 or catch me online at MattFouchRealtor.com. All right, so you're going to see me looking at the computer while we're chatting here today. We're going to be talking about the active listings, what the numbers have done over the last couple months. We're going to talk about the absorption rate. We're also going to talk about the average days on market. We're going to go over a lot of the information so that you guys can get an idea of what is going on with the local market here. Now, a lot of folks are hearing about major price reductions in some parts of the country. We haven't seen that really here in this market locally, any kind of major price movements going down. We are seeing some folks that are reducing prices on their homes, and the prices have come down a little bit, but for the year, I think we're still up. But we're going to look at all that, and we're going to just talk the numbers, all right? So again, I'm going to be looking at the computer here to share the info with you. We're going to start off real quick with the active listings. So just to give you an idea for the number of listings that we have currently available in Pulaski County, in August of this year, we were at 223. And then we went in September to 226. October, we went to 230. And then for November, we went to 232. So, we've seen a little bit of an increase over the last 4 months in the number of active listings, the available inventory. But I mean, to go from 223 to 232, obviously that's not quite a drastic increase. That's why you'll hear a lot of realtors say that we still have a limited inventory because, even though the number of buyers has come down because of the interest rate, there's a lot of folks that are not listing their homes also because of the interest rate. So the active listings number is at 232, and we've not seen much of an increase this fall from August through November. Now let's go to let's see here. Let's talk about the absorption rate. So what the absorption rate is, and that's kind of hard to say, right? But what that is the amount of months it would take for us to sell through our inventory if we did not list another home. So at the current sell rate, and we didn't list any more properties, how quickly would we sell through all of our homes? So in August, it was at 3.45 months. Now this absorption rate is in months. So 3.45 months in August, 3.45 in September. It went up a little bit to 3.59 in October, and then in November, 3.63. So again, typically you see a pretty close correlation there between the absorption rate and the active listings, assuming that the number of sales is staying pretty steady as well. So as you can tell there, the last few months, again, not much going on as far as a change in the absorption rate. We still would be at about 3.5 months approximately, even here in November, if we didn't list another property, but we kept selling at the same rate. Let's go to the average days on market. So let's start with August, like we have the others. It was at August, the average days on market was 37.7. And then in September, it went up to 47. October, it went to 55. And then November is 60. So we do see an increase, pretty significant really, from August up to November. We see an increase in the average cumulative days on markets going from 37 up to 60. So it is taking longer for homes to sell. So we have a longer days on market for listings. However, again, just because the homes are sitting a little bit longer to sell, we don't see a drastic decrease in the prices. We will see some listings that will be doing a price reduction during that 60 days, or maybe a couple. But I'll tell you this as well. I've also seen some homes that have been listed here in the last month that have gone under contract in a day, 2 days, a week, or less. And I have also seen a few properties that I've had clients interested in that have actually had more than one offer on them within the first week. So, we still have a little bit of that in the market if the home is priced accordingly. So let's talk about, what do we want to talk about next? The listing prices. Yeah, everybody wants to talk about listing price. So we're going to talk about the median sales price for what has actually sold in October and November here in Pulaski County. And we're talking about the median sales price. So what the median sales price is, it is right in the middle. So it's not an average, but it's right in the middle. Half of the homes that sold for more than this price, and half of the homes that sold for less. Our median sales price in October was $248,000, and the median sales price in November was $240,000. Conversely, we'll talk about the median list price. The median list price in October was $279,000. And then in October, it was $284,000. So some of these new listings that are hitting the market, they're coming in, or the active listings that are on the market, they're at $279,000, $284,000 from October to November. So we saw a little bit of an increase there. So the asking price of the active listings is continuing to go up. The median sales price went down a little bit, but not anything drastic. I mean, we went from $248,000 down to $240,000. And that number can kind of fluctuate. It really, in any given month, you can have several higher end homes sell. You can have several lower end homes sell. So, that number can kind of jump back and forth on us a little bit. But yeah, $248,000 in October and then $240,000 in November. And then what else we want to talk about here? So, all in all, what we're seeing, again, let me just say this. Oh, I did want to cover this. A lot of folks want to compare this year to last year. All right. So here's a synopsis of November of 22 to November of 23. Now, let me tell y'all, I've looked over these numbers, but I haven't committed them all to memory. And so I am going through this on the fly a little bit. The median sales price in November of 22 was $205,000. The median sales price in November of 23 was $240,000. That is a year-over-year change of 17%. Quite a significant jump there in the median sales price year over year. The days on market in November of 22, the average was 66. The average this year is 60. So that's down 9%. So what you're seeing here is the prices have gone up year over year, November 22 to November 23. The sale prices has gone up, and the average days on market year over year has actually come down a little bit. So that's the absorption rate, November of 22 was 3.47, and the absorption rate in November of 23 was 3.63. So not much of a change there. Let's talk about the average list price from November of 22 to November of 23. In November of 22, the average list price was $303,000, and the average list price in November of 23 was $347,000. That's an increase of nearly 14.5%. So what we're still seeing, whatever you hear on the news, whatever you hear from your neighbor, your friend, whatever you read online, it's anybody's guess if or when prices will correct. I've heard some real estate economists say they believe this is the new norm. It's anybody's guess on if and when the country will go into a major recession. We don't know. Nobody has a crystal ball to predict the future. What I can give you is the market numbers for what we're seeing right now in the moment. And what we're seeing year over year from November of 22 until November of 23 is an increase in the listing price, an increase in the sales price. We've seen a year over year reduction in the average days on market. So it's funny because you can have conversations with folks and you don't ever know where they're getting their information. But looking at, and this information comes from the local MLS that is used by the realtors here in the Lake Cumberland area. This MLS is actually based in Lexington. And so this market of this MLS is all over central and southern Kentucky. However, the specific numbers we are looking at right here today is specific to Pulaski County. So now you know the info for the changes this fall. You know the info for the year over year changes. If you'd like to chat about the market, what's going on here in the area, what the numbers are saying, if you need to buy or sell, you can give me a call or shoot me a text. Again, it's 859-409-8369. Or if you'd like to get a analysis for what your home would be worth in the current market, what the comps would say for homes like yours that have actually sold, then you can get that at MattFouchRealtor.com. Thank you guys for your time, and it's been enjoyable going over this. I hope you find some value in it, and we will see what happens in December. Let me say this before I close. Typically in the fall, the holiday season, we do see the numbers kind of start coming down a little bit. Things slow down just because of the seasonality of what we're seeing right now, and we do always see an increase into the springtime, especially here in the Lake Cumberland area with all the folks that are coming into town for the lake, and so that's something that we do naturally see, but the numbers are indicating that it's not any kind of significant change. So, and I want to say this too as we close this out. I heard a lot of folks say they're waiting for the rates to come down. They're waiting for prices to come down. And again, like I said earlier, there's no crystal ball. There is no way to know exactly if or when rates are going to come down, if or when prices are going to drastically come down. But we do know this, that if prices do not come down, but rates do come down, then what that's going to do is create another environment in which more people are getting pre-qualified, pre-approved, are looking to buy because the rates came down. And if the prices don't come down and there's more buyers flooding into the market, then what we're going to see likely at that point is the prices continue to go up yet again. So if I were personally in this market looking to buy right now, I would be very careful about saying I want to wait till the prices and the rates come down. Again, we don't know what's going to happen, but if rates come down and prices don't, then potentially prices will continue to go up, and you will have waited for prices to come down, and in reality prices had gone up. I mean, we just talked about the November 22 to November of 23 change in the median sales price. I mean, the sales price in 22 was 205. The median sales price in 23 was 240. The average sale price, I mean, we'll go with the average sale price too. The average sale price in November 22 was $239,000, and the average sale price in November of 23 is $259,000, with an increase of nearly 8.5% for the average sales price. So whether you look at the median sales price or the average sales price, both of them are up. One's up 8.5, the other's up 17. So at the end of the day, if you were on the sidelines in 22 saying, I'm waiting until 23, the prices went up on you, not down. So take that for what it's worth for the actual numbers in the Pulaski County market on the ground, what's actually happening. Again, let's see what the future holds. But if you need to buy or sell, I'm happy to help you. And I am a no pressure realtor, but I work hard to help you get to where you want to be with real estate. Again, it's 859-409-8369. Thanks again for your time, and we'll chat soon.